Marriage isn't hard because people change. It's hard because people stop changing together. Divorce courts call it irreconcilable differences. But is that the truth or just the moment when love stops being a choice? Let's talk about it right here, right now on The Eric Frazier Show. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Eric Frazier Show, where we talk about faith, family, and finance. My name is Eric Frazier. It's a beautiful day in Southern California, a great day to talk about marriage and irreconcilable differences or separation. And I cannot wait to get into it, folks. You know, I've been married for 43 years. 43, it'll be December 19th at 11 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. I got married it'll be 44 years ago. And so for that reason alone, how long I've been married is why marriage is one of my favorite topics, what I love to talk about, because I'm always trying to figure out, right, this life of marriage. I was telling Henry, who is my co-host today, that marriage is not something you master, it's something you practice. It becomes a lifelong practice. And Henry is back with me today to share in this conversation. He is an established real estate broker, a married man with children over 20 years. I'll let him tell more about that. And together, him and I are going to chop it up about this very, very important topic: divorce and separation. Two very painful words that are unfortunately so commonplace today. It's rare to even meet someone who's been in a long-term relationship. And why? It's because of one legal phrase: irreconcilable differences. Now, the legal definition of irreconcilable circumstances or differences is that it's a situation in which the spouses cannot get along well enough to sustain the marriage, and as a result of that, there's no reasonable prospect of any reconciliation. They don't see the future anymore. No possibility of reconciliation. And so spiritually, it is rarely about differences as it is about distance. And that distance can be closed when love and forgiveness and faith return to the center. You know, in fact, you really can't be a Christian and not understand what reconciliation is all about. I mean, we have all, as believers, been reconciled to Jesus Christ. We are married to him. And thank God that is unconditional love. There is no divorce when it comes to our marriage to Jesus Christ. And so today we're going to look at the 12, causes of marital breakdown. And what does the Bible say? What's the biblical wisdom that can restore joy and marriage and connection that people so often, seem to miss out on because I'm not sure why it happens or how it happens. And I do have some insight on it, but there is a path. There is a path to reconciliation. There is a path to the joy and the peace and the love that marriage demands, that marriage should create. And Henry, man, how long have you been married? And tell us a little bit about your married life.
Well, first, thank you. Thank you, Eric. It's always great to be here with you on your show. And just to say a little bit about me, I've been married for over 22 years. And I can tell you, marriage has been one of the greatest blessings God has ever given me. See, my wife and I had a fortune that we had a pastor that didn't just marry us, right? He didn't walk us into marriage blindly. What he did was we went through a biblical marriage classes. And so before we said I do, that changed everything that I thought marriage was going to be about. because I had no idea. Neither was my wife knew what we were getting into it, right? It taught us that marriage is not just two people making promises, but it's God joining two into one, right? And when God joins something, his expectations are huge. He expects us to protect it, right? To honor it and to grow into it, right? And that is why I share your passion about marriage, on helping other people, friends, families, right, stay married, to encourage them to stay strong. Because marriage is not a human idea. The world wants to tell you that, right? The world tells you, oh, it doesn't work out, just break up, right? No, marriage is a God idea. And when we switch that, we understand that we approach it with a whole different level of reverence, love, and responsibility.
Henry, man, way to open the door to this great subject, and you're so right. It is not a worldly institution. It's not a club or an organization formed by man. It is a spiritual institution. It's not just you and her coming to terms in an agreement, but it's you, her, and God. And man, so well said. And folks, I'm looking forward to this discussion. Let me give you kind of the overview of what we're going to do today. And we want you not only to hang in there with us, but to share this video, because we hope and we pray that it will bless somebody who might be going through some challenging times right now, especially during this time where families get together and they really begin to think about relationships and their life as we begin to consider what's before us in the next year. So in this first segment, we're going to talk about love and forgiveness and acceptance. Love, forgiveness, and acceptance. And I'm going to take the lead there and really break down what does that mean. In segment number 2, Henry is going to talk about spiritual and emotional connection, really critical for a marriage to thrive and to grow. And in the third segment, we're going to talk about communication, respect, and humility. I'm going to take that on, folks, and I tell you, communication is so important in every aspect of life, not just in marriage, but in business and in relationships, period. If you want to get something done, you have to be a great communicator. And then the fourth and final segment, we're going to talk about money, vision, and purpose. And Henry and I, we're going to tackle this one together, because let me tell you, you already know perhaps the number one reason why marriages fail is because of finances. Oh my God, it is such a serious issue. And some marriages cannot survive when the financial foundation is simply not there. So that's what we're going to talk about today on the Eric Frazier Show, where we talk about faith, family, and finance. Folks, hang in there. Get ready for segment number 1 when we come back right after this commercial break.
The Power Is Now magazines are the leading resource for real estate agents, mortgage bankers, entrepreneurs, and small home ownership businesses, providing leaders with business strategy information, resources, and tools through PIN, real estate, programming guide magazines. Stay up to the minute with real estate news and information from industry experts. Subscription is free. Sign up today. thepowerisnow.com. thepowerisnow.com. Everyone knows the power of social media and the impact a strong online presence has in this day and age. But most real estate agents simply do not have the time to manage all the advertising and marketing details, and that's where the Power Is Now Media steps in. We are the answer you have been looking for. Let us help put your brand on the map. We will create customized graphics for weekly full-page ads, social media content, video, and podcast content for you. Sound complicated and expensive? It is affordable and easy. We have the best experts on the job. Go to thepowerisnow.com and find us under the VIP Agent tab to learn more. This is the future of real estate. Join today. Thepowerisnow.com.